Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello, I'm Johnny Mac with 5 good news stories. Melanie was dropping off her recyclables at the North Greenville Recycling Center, and she noticed she was missing her wedding ring, and she never found it again. End of story. No, that's not how this podcast works. Of course not. You know what's going to happen here, but let's get the details. She was trying to shove some stuff in the recycling bin. Said it was full and my hand was in between some papers and I felt it slip. She started to panic and started searching for the ring in the recycling bin. Couldn't find it. She emailed the Greenville's Public Works Department and said, I know the likelihood of finding this is slim to none, but if the ring is found during the course of recycling, I would be most appreciative if someone could contact me. Public Works Supervisor Jeffrey Hammond called her the next day and agreed to search for the ring. He posted on social media, what can we do to get this ring? I know if it was my wife, I'd have to get it. He talked to his crew, and they said, let's dump it on the ground and see if we can find it. A couple hours later, Travis found it. Travis said, I was just pushing stuff out of the way, and I found it. It was one of those moments where you think you're not going to find it until you find it. Solid Waste Supervisor Frank said, people have lost rings and other jewelry. Usually it's not found. So this was a special moment that it was actually found. We're all married. We all have families. We would hope someone would do it for our family. Nice job, crew. A photography company is capturing adoption photos for shelter animals, which has resulted in increased adoptions and fundraising for over 50 shelters. Adam and Mary run A Gold Photo, a pet photography venture. The program is called Second Shot. The goal is to showcase the unique personalities of the animals to potential adopters. Adam explains, at the end of the day, it's not about the photos. It's not about the shares on social media. It's about connecting pets and people. Good news for Johnny Mac. He had an extra story ready. I was just doing this script and I noticed it went from number 2 to number 4. I could edit this out, but I thought it might make you smile that I almost messed up. But I have this, I've always got stories, and here's one. 7 California condors were released into the wild after they were hatched and raised at the Oregon Zoo. The condors hatched back in the spring of 2022 with a wingspan of up to 9 feet. The Californian condor is the largest bird in North America and one of the original animals included on the U.S. 1973 Endangered Species Act. It is classified as critically endangered, but because of recovery programs like the Oregon Zoos, the population now totals around 500 birds, most of which are flying free. That's awesome. Good news for the Kahakura Red Admiral Butterfly. You guys have been named New Zealand's Bug of the Year after nearly 17,000 bug lovers voted for their favorite insects. 20 bugs were vying to become the favorite. 11 of the 20 are listed as at risk, endangered, or declining. This year's winner, the Kahakura, has striking red and black wings and is commonly seen in the summer months, feeding on nectar. Last year's winner was a native bee that I won't even attempt to. All right, I'll attempt. The Nagaro huru. I guess that wasn't that bad. The Nagaro huru is a native bee. Now, in case you're curious how the voting went, number 1, the Kahakura Red Admiral got 2,275 votes, beating out the Mount Arthur giant Weta, 1719. A velvet worm got 1,581 votes. A glowworm, 1,550. The New Zealand praying mantis with 1,315. The forest ringlet butterfly, the giant land snail, the giant dragonfly, the orange spotted ladybird. I probably would have voted for that one. That got 867 votes. The hobbit psyllid, a spider, a different spider, a beetle, a giant centipede. The tuatara tick got 390 votes. A cicada. Oh, I love cicadas. 361 votes. Minute grasshopper, unless it's just a minute grasshopper. That guy got 320 votes. The globular springtail at 18th. At 19th, the black cockroach hunter wasp, 218 votes. And sorry, Mount Cook flea, you're not as loved as the others, 138 votes. A dad mistakenly bought a 6-meter-long dinosaur. Think about that. And it was delivered by Crane. His son had asked for the biggest dinosaur you've ever seen. And what showed up? A 20-foot giant dinosaur. The dad bought it online. I guess this is like the reverse Spinal Tap Stonehenge joke. Theo asked for the biggest Carnotaur you've ever seen. Dad went online. He bought the statue for £1,000 and thought he'd be getting a 3-meter-long dinosaur. When it arrived, it was twice the size. He found this thing after a friend mentioned an amusement park was selling its old stock of dinosaur statues. Dad tells the son online. The issue was as this was being sold online, there was only a thumbnail image to try and gauge the size, no details whatsoever, no one asked. I didn't care, really. I knew it'd be big. As it turns out, it was much bigger. He said he didn't realize how big it was until the delivery company told him it wouldn't fit in a truck. And then it rained, which made the statue get heavier by 2 tons. Imagine this showing up at your house. Dad told Unilad 7 guys couldn't lift it or move it, so they had to get a crane. I'm sure the neighbors love it. And that's your 5 good news stories for today. If you enjoy the program, tell a friend about it or share this episode with them. They might enjoy it too. You have an awesome day.